Hey parents of Gemini children, welcome to parental guidance for the month of June. I feel glad that I'm getting these done like early instead of like towards the end of the month, and slowly but surely trying to get back to a routine that makes sense for my household. So I'm using the energy oracle cards like I did last time. I'm going to take a moment and just ask and receive any like pictures that come to mind, and then we'll go on with the reading. These feel like they're more adult messages, and that's fine if it's for the purpose of not that spirit needs my approval, but it may just be that during this time of like a lot of planets in retrograde, that the focus is more on adult stuff than really dealing with children. You know, whether it's shadow work to create better outcomes for children, or you know, adults needing the focus more than the children this month. Like if you're an adult child, adult issues that need to be addressed, other, you know, more than the standard children messages that I try to focus on. So we're just gonna go with it and see what spirit has for us today. Sounds like a song. Okay. The first thing that comes to mind is I feel like somebody fell into a chasm, like they fell off a cliff, and like the first immediate thing is they were suspended in air before I, you know, kind of could see the you know, gradual descent. Um, the chasm is like a V, but I'm not getting like a death or anything. Just like a falling, like a decline, or um, a valley. Things are being taken away from someone in order to get them to see clearly, to have a better perspective, a view from looking up, so they see from a different perspective. Someone could have been very prideful. Pride comes before the fall. So when they were up high, they were like they could see things differently. But now once they've like had a moment, like I almost feel like they were suspended just so they could have an opportunity to choose what they wanted to do. Someone may not have changed their mindset, and they were just let down. I get like a pole, like somebody holding out a hand, like a branch, an extension, and it, yes, like an extension, a like a favor, a second chance. For some, it was offered and it wasn't taken, or by the time that it was someone decided to take it, it was too late. Or something is still hanging in the balance. Maybe someone is getting a preview right now of what the result could look like if they choose, if they don't choose to change their ways. I get like a bubble, something that's being like suspended for somebody. I get like a golf club, like one of those big fat golf clubs, not a putter. I think putter is the little tiny thing like that you get like miniature golf, but like one of those like big club things that's coming to mind too. So I don't know if this pertains to a golf thing. Somebody is a fan of golf, or there's some kind of golf analogy, but now I'm seeing like a golf club being placed on the not ground, but whatever platform people play golf on. I want to say like some kind of turf, but the greens or whatever it's called. I don't watch golf. Yeah, something is hung in the balance. Okay, so something It's almost like the choice is yours. You have a choice. And we'll see how that plays out. Somebody has a choice. Okay, that wasn't the upright, so I will take that. Any other messages for Gemini children, adult children, parents of children? Okay. Somebody has some kind of unhealthy attachment to something. Could be money, but something. Smaller leaning down, but we'll see. I get an internal struggle. Like, not an addiction, even though that can be possible for some, but something that is going to take strength to, because I see like this ebb and this flow. You know, like you want to get away, but you're stuck, or you feel attached to something that is keeping you from breaking that chain that's holding that person. Ooh, the thinking man. I don't think I've seen that one before reading yet. Be the thinking man. Someone either has brought something to your attention that you were now considering, or I really feel that this could be who this reading is for, that someone is starting to see, yep, somebody is starting to see their actions and like, I need to do something. This isn't good. Yep, somebody's coming out of hostilities, conflict with something, somebody fought something for some time. I feel like there was somebody who told you and you didn't want to listen, but you're dealing with some back and forth energy, but I feel like you're coming out of that, whoever this is for. These cards, it's like it's so easy or natural to pick up on, thank God, whatever messages that need to come out. It's a connection, somebody that you're getting away from. It could be business. It's some kind of, either it's a woman that you're getting away from, that you had some kind of unhealthy attachment with. So this could be for a male or masculine Taurian person, and there was somebody with like more of a feminine energy, male or female, more soft, more passive, not as aggressive, that was like had you tied or something, and there was like maybe some issues about money, fighting over money, and you love this person, but it's like, I gotta go. There's no happiness here. And if I keep continuing, I'm going to fall. I think somebody is really measuring. Do they really want to continue? Like somebody told you and gave you this, like, it was almost like somebody said, now look, this is how your life is going to be if you keep messing with this person or this situation. Right, all tied up. If you keep messing with this person, it's a woman. It's a woman who either, it's a very emotional person. It's their energy is very like subdued or passive, or, well, I don't know, what do you want to do? Or just very not assertive. It's a very like energy, like just not aggressive at all. And either they have been the one to play this back and forth game with you where they're attached. Obviously you're attached too, but they've been the one threatening to leave or whatever, or somebody has been like debating, should I go, should I stay, or threatening to leave the connection. Or someone knows that they need to leave, but it's like there's attachments here. You know, somebody is coming out of anxiety, somebody's coming out of hostility. And finally, it's like the doors of value are opening. Yeah. Somebody is using their their third eye, they're seeing stuff. They're starting to see and think. This feels exhausting. Like I feel in my heart like emotionally exhausted. Like I need to change the light settings because I feel out of breath. This person is exhausting. And I can't say that it's a woman, but it's just somebody who's very passive. Somebody who isn't assertive. Someone who, you know, doesn't like to take responsibility. They're not, I wouldn't say like they're strong, you know, narcissistic qualities or whatever, but they make excuses as to why they can't do something. And because of your involvement, connection with this person, they tie you up. You know, and it's like you've gotten into arguments with this person about, come on now, I need you to do X, Y, and Z. Yeah, the door to romance is closed. Get away from this person. They're not healthy. So that the door of value can open. You know, the door of value is opening or has opened, and you are cutting this person off. Or you are being advised to cut this person off. You should. They're toxic. They're not helping you. Anybody who has an unhealthy attachment where literally you are like like you, not literally tied up, but you are like, when cards come up that you're all tied up, it could be somebody that you're in business with too. I do see that. So you have been given, whoever this message is for, and again, this is my interpretation of cards that have been presented to me. This is not going to apply to everybody, but there's an element of somebody telling who this reading is for, giving you advice. Get away from this person, or giving you inside scoop on this person. And whoever, you know, whoever this reading is for, whoever you're dealing with, this person is very, like, they make excuses, they're not really motivated, they hold up, they take a lot of your energy and your time. They are somehow attached to your finances. So it's either somebody that you work with, somebody that is an employee of yours, but there's some kind of attachment here where if this is a business deal, maybe they're a family member or somebody that you really care about, you're trying to give them a second chance, but they're causing hostility in your work environment. You can have other employees saying like, dude, this person is doing this, you got to let them go. And they're affecting your blessing because you're still attached to them. So listen to the people around you. Cut off whatever this connection is, whether it's a romantic connection, whether it's a business connection, but cut this person loose because they are costing you money. Whether it's a romantic relationship that's costing you money, a business relationship that's costing you money, both are not good. You know, it's like a business, that's your livelihood. Your life, being in a relationship, that's the core. Like you can't function if in a relationship. Your life can't function if you are intimately tied to people who are unhealthy. I'm getting stress all over my back because of whoever this is. It's like I feel stressed in my back right now. But I see you walking away. I feel like you are the one who's walking away. You're getting rid of anxiety. The door to value is being open, and that door to romance is being closed. I feel like someone told you about this person and how they are draining your financial resources, and you're tired of the hostility, you're tired of the fighting. It's like you are moving into peace. They've affected your money, your blessing. You're cutting them out. You're closing that door to romance. And it's like, because you're using your third eye and your intuition, you're going to catch this. You're going to catch this before you fall. So you were just given a preview of if you don't catch this, you know, people reaching out hands, you know, to help you. And it's like either something that's being held in balance. So I think the vision that I got was more like, okay, this is what could happen, but you need to change. Otherwise, if you don't, it's going to be chaos. But because of how these cards are laid out, I see whoever this message is for. I see you closing off this relationship, and it is something that's romantically tied. You're closing this door. Could be romantically tied to somebody that you're working with, or it's just in your personal. But by closing this door, your door value is opening. I will do clarifying cards just because I feel that this message is self-explanatory. To reiterate for the 1000th time, somebody told you leave somebody alone because they're toxic. And you are listening to that. You've taken in consideration what they said. You're getting rid of the anxiety. The door value has opened, and you're cutting off that relationship. You are avoiding a disaster. Any cards to confirm or clarify? Okay. Yeah, it's time for action. You got time for a nap in reverse. It's time to do something. You can't let this continue any further. You got no place like home. It's like, yeah, get some certain things feel familiar. It's time to act. It's time to act. You need to get back to your happy. Let me see what this means, what it's trying to say in reverse. I don't want to assume. Yeah, so it's just saying, you know, if you have a limited view, it's time to listen to somebody's advice, who can give you a better perspective on your circumstances. Other points of view are needed now before you move forward. So take heart. A beautiful vista is waiting for you to drink it in. You need a little help widening your scope before or beyond your small self. Time for a nap is 24. Right, you are a human being, not a human doing. You could be suffering from workaholism. Says you worked hard. Exhaustion is calling you to stop what you're doing altogether and take a break. If you don't, the appearance of this card could portend a possible illness that stems from being totally overwhelmed. You will feel like a new person if you take that break. Do it now. Like, take the break. But I feel like it's not time for you to relax. It's time for you to get up and do something, you know, get like action. So I'm going to leave it at that. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. But yeah, you're going to be okay. Just cut this person out because they're not healthy for you. Thank you.